Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I'm of course your host Aaron, and today we're going to talk about the disappointing EverQuest 2 that I continue to play every single weekend and I'm getting tired of playing. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. Alright folks, it is getting into the midsummer, and when you get to the midsummer, EverQuest 2 becomes quite lame. It becomes just a repetitive, boring, slash, kill, blah, blah, blah. Get more gear, go to the next tier, get more gear, go to the next tier. Boring excuse of a video game. Now, I'm not going to say that I don't have some enjoyment in it, but over the last couple years, I have been saying to myself, why am I even playing this game? It's just the same thing over and over again. Time dropped into it, and it is not fun. I'm telling you, I have raids from 8 to 11, and I'm going to be honest with you, it's very, very boring most of the time. Now, it's not that I have to rush home after work to try to get in the raid, which they never wait for me, and they've known for years that that's my deal. I have to go to work. I have to rush home, and I might be a little few minutes late. But hey, if I'm there earlier than 8 o'clock, I'm told, oh, we can't wait for you. But you know I'm going to be late. So the great thing is just getting out of hand, and I'm just bored of it. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm at the resolve level where I don't think there's anything past tier 3. And the groups I usually did, on Sunday or Monday or Thursday or whatever, were Foggy and Pippin and Saturnize and Yandu and who else? Zargara, who hasn't been there in a long, long time since he got bumped up to the top echelon of the FOE raid guild. It's just been boring, and I haven't had any fun. It's just crap. And Diablo 4 was fun. It was giving me that little bit of excitement that it was missing from EverQuest 2. And now Diablo is just a bummer. The season's almost over. I really hated how the gear was getting dropped. The guild I'm in on Diablo 4 is just fucking horrendous. Horrendous. I joined it because I thought they were going to help me out and that we do things together as a group. There's maybe like one or two people that log in, and the rest of the time there's nobody on there, and it's just boring as shit. And I'm basically flying solo and breaking past like the 255 fucking Paragon board is just incredibly hard. If I am not playing that shit 24 hours a day, busting my ass and figuring out how I'm going to get all this experience, it's really worth nothing. And if you're not in a group of 4, your XP gain is just so depleted. If you're in a group, you get more XP in Diablo 4, but to be honest with you, when you're not in a group, it's just lame. It's lame. It goes up like a minuscule amount when you do anything. A Nightmare Dungeon, a Boss Lair, an Underground John, anything like that. A pit, garbage. And of course, you know that I'm a Warlock, and the Warlock's okay, and I'm doing really good now. I had a talk with somebody. They gave me a new path to follow, a new build to go off of, and I'm loving it. But then I just hit that wall, and once you hit that wall, it's like fudge. It's either I got to switch the thing I'm doing, or I need to get better gear, and the gear I'm wearing is good. It's good. Now, I know there is better gear, but the gear that is dropping is not awesome. I'm not getting a lot of 3 stars. I'm not getting a lot of 4 stars. I don't know if that's because I'm not doing certain events, or I'm not doing the Architect, and I'm doing the Pit instead. Whatever the hell the case may be, it's not fun. Video games right now, for me, in a nutshell, are extremely boring. Now, I do know on June 25th, I think I already mentioned before, Grand Theft Auto 6 will be available for pre-order. I don't know if it's actually going to come out this year because it's always getting pushed back, but I don't even have a PS5. And to be honest with you, I'd probably get bored with playing Grand Theft Auto 5 too. And if I do start playing Grand Theft Auto 6, if I keep saying the wrong one, sorry, fuck it. I'll just say GTA. I'm probably going to skip the gym and come home to try to play it because I hear that it is going to be crazy insane, a lot of fun multiplayer shit, and if it's a lot of cool multiplayer shit, I'm going to want to play with my boys like Matt and Mike and Tony and Howard and Ankit if they do get the game. Now, I don't know if they're all going to get it for the console or they're going to get it for the PC, but whatever the case may be, hopefully it is, multi-platform, so it doesn't matter what system you're playing on, you can do bloom, 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 bloom. Sort of like Diablo is, you can play it on PC or, Xbox or PlayStation, and you can all play in the same game, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. Now, Here's another thing. I don't know if I mentioned to you in my other video. I probably did. They said that there's going to be a Target drop possibly on Sunday. Now, I work, and Sunday is tomorrow, so obviously I'm not going to be able to get there. So if you do see anything, go check out TikTok. Karate J might be there, and maybe he got some hits. He did get a lot of fucking bangers. I already mentioned that, from the One Piece cards, the Emotos. If you did not see what he got and what he pulled, go on to TikTok, look up Karate J, just J, Karate J, and you'll see all his cool shit and all things that are Pokemon, and now I guess One Piece. Also, I believe there is a card convention in New Jersey. I think it's at the Tropicana or some shit like that. Now, I gotta tell you something. I really do like going to New Jersey just because they have a banging ass buffet. I would eat the shit out of a buffet at the Borgata or the, what's it called? What did I say? The Tropicana. It doesn't matter. They got crab legs, they got banging steaks, they got potatoes, they got, you know, salads and crap like that. Now, I haven't said this person's name in maybe a long time or ever on this televised recordings of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I used to go with a friend of mine, an old friend. We're not really close friends. We're not even friends, really. We don't even talk anymore. Girl, Heather, and we used to go to, you know, New Jersey, to the casinos and shit like that, and play Texas Hold'em and things. And, yeah, you know, it's a thing I used to love to play, some Texas Hold'em. First it was Magic the Gathering, and then it was Yu-Gi-Oh!, and then it was 13 in high school, and then I lost my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Now it's Pokemon, Funko Pops, and all the other shit. And yes, I still am on the lookout for a date to the Funko convention. If so, if you're in San Diego, make sure you let me know if you're available. And near the Petco Park, not Petco Fields, you can come with this guy right here to the Funko thing. And like I said, you're not getting any Funkos, but you're going to give them to me. So, in a nutshell, folks, let's just wrap this bad boy up in a nice little bow. Video games are lame. EverQuest is lame. Diablo 4 is pretty lame. And I don't know why I haven't been practicing the banjo, because maybe I would have been a banjo expert by now. But I'm going to make sure that I take off next year for Porch Fest so I can walk down my neighborhood and ask somebody, "Excuse me, can you teach me how to play the banjo?" And then I will bring my skills to Philadelphia Folk Fest, and I will kill it with my boy, Joby. And I also learned that Hijinks is going to be, it's another festival. I know I'm just throwing out info. Hijinks will be on the 30th and 31st this year, a Wednesday and Thursday, which is very exciting because now I don't have to look for New Year's Eve plans. Though this year, I guess I'm not going to be hanging out with Sherry because it is not one of Sherry's favorite things to do, going to EDM things. Also, I'm sure Mike is not going to be chilling on New Year's Eve because he'll probably have another shindig at his house with his wife. Oh well, anyway, let's give some ups and some downs. I'm going to give all this other gaming shit a down. I'm going to give everything else I said down, except Hijinks. I'll give that an up. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you all next time. We go for more stuff, more things, and of course, more of me. I'll see you all later. Bye.